Hello students, this is Shumi Roy from Techno India Group Public School, Shiliguri, and today we are going to learn how to draw distance time graph. Now let us learn how to draw distance time graph. Generally, we use a graph paper to draw distance time graph. The graph paper has 1 centimeter squares marked on it. Each centimeter square has 100 small squares in it, which are millimeter squares. The side of the bigger square on the graph paper is 1 centimeter and that of the smaller square is 1 millimeter. To draw the distance time graph for a moving object, we need a graph paper and the reading of distance travelled by the object and the corresponding time values which have been obtained experimentally. As you can see in the given figure, where readings of time is taken in seconds and distance in meters. Now draw a horizontal line on the graph paper to represent x-axis. Label the x-axis by writing time. The unit of time should be written in bracket such as time in second, time in minute or time in hour. An arrow should be put in front of the labeling of time and its unit like time second. Now draw a vertical line on the left side of the graph paper to represent y-axis. Label the y-axis by writing the word distance. The unit of distance centimeter, meter or kilometer. An arrow should be put in front of the labeling of the distance and its unit like distance in meter. The point of intersection of x-axis and y-axis is called origin and marked as O. We should choose suitable scale so as to represent the large values of time and distance conveniently on the small graph paper. The scale to be used depend on the range of time and distance values and hence vary from question to question. From the given reading, take the first value of distance and time and mark 1 point on the graph paper where the graph line representing these two values meet. Now take second, third, fourth and fifth set of values of time and distance and mark corresponding points on the graph paper. Join all the mark point or pencil dots with a pencil. Thus, line graph obtained is required distance time graph. What is the importance of distance time graph? We deal with the distance time graph while studying the motion of bodies. If we record distance and time for the motion of a body and plot the same data on a rectangular graph, we will obtain a distance time graph corresponding to the motion of the body, and by using the graph we will find speed of the bodies. Now let us see how to find speed from distance time graph. As we already know, speed is equal to distance divided by time. Therefore, on a distance time graph, the speed is the slope of a line. To find the slope, take 2 points on the graph, x1, y1 and x2, y2. Formula to calculate slope is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Substitute the values in the given formula and after calculating we will find the speed. distance time graph for uniform motion. A body has a uniform motion if it travels equal distance in equal intervals of time. For example, a truck running at a constant speed of say 10 meters per 2 seconds will cover equal distances of 10 meters every 2 seconds. So its motion will be uniform. Thus, the distance time graph for uniform motion is a straight line as shown in figure. Distance time graph for a non-uniform motion. A body has a non-uniform motion if it travels unequal distance in equal interval of time. For example, the motion of a train starting from the railway station. The distance time graph for a body having non-uniform motion is a curved line as shown in figure. Distance time graph for a body at rest. By saying that the body is at rest, we mean that the speed does not change with time. So, the distance time graph for a body at rest is a straight line parallel to time axis as shown in figure. Some of the points to be kept in mind while choosing the most suitable scale for drawing a graph are: difference between the highest and lowest values should be marked. The intermediate values of each quantity should be marked. Utilize the maximum part of the paper on which graph is to be drawn. With this, we end our chapter. Thank you.